There is a game with ambition that have received many funds, but ended up fail because there is likely no hope. All team most likely and perhaps have no patience anymore on this project or run out of funds, and many people upset, but some forgive it. This is the game that kind of lost to time, but unexpectedly found in a weird place. This is Pale Blue. March changed it. Pale Blue and the strange case of it. Before we start, we must know who started this game named Pale Blue. A developer named Tinker Games founded in Indonesia by three people named Muhammad Zaki, Karunia Ramadan, and Panji Prakoso Sunariman in November 2011, and their headquarters in Bandung. Game developer who mostly create games for Android such as Inherited, which I still have that game on my phone, and third-party sites who still own the copy of that game, such as APK Combo, who still have some of their APK. And also, they create games for iOS, but I don't know what games, even though scoring Wayback Machine provide me with some answers. But nonetheless, I still don't know where this game went. I'm sorry. Their old website is defunct, and some say attacked by virus. You can still check their other name on Facebook, X, and even LinkedIn for your personal research. But here, in this video, I'm gonna talk about specific game that is Pale Blue, which is the main topic in this video. So let's begin. So what is Pale Blue? Like this article by writer Joanna Mueller, Pale Blue is a PC game created by Tinker Games and put it on Kickstarter in 2014, precisely at 16 May 2014. The developer team of this game is Muklis Noor, Dewitt Viverika, Karunia, February, A.J. Jonathan, and Deep Guman. It received massive funds that reached $59,574 and even coming soon or greenlit at Steam. But it turns out there is an issue within the game development that caused the game project was stagnant for 3 years, as the studio quietly descending to chaos and most likely to funk. Very sad indeed. Such as if you see their social media, such as Facebook, you might find there perhaps less posts at 4 July 2018, in X at between July and November 2016. As you read the article, basically they like members, talented artists, and mostly programmers, as the other team was working on other projects. As the result, they are overwhelmed to even finish this game. Even stated that the developer ran out of money and need to take outside project just to pay the bill, which is very sad. As a result, they need to complete this game as they promised to their backers. And of course, they become unfocused and trouble, even though they receive some funds. But it turns out it's not complete game. Whether core build that will later become final build, which is quite polished but not complete, as the team who worked on this game finally disbanded. Sadly, even though the game never finished and only some build being handed as their final artwork for this game, some backers quite upset, as I remember they requested refund, ran and huge disappointment on some posts and messages. But some of the backers are quite forgiving, as they let go their mistake and perhaps give them a second chance, like this one, for example, from their Pale Blue Facebook and Kickstarter, of course. That's for another story. But what about the builds of the game instead? Well, for start, how about we see YouTube and search Pale Blue, and voila! There are many YouTubers are recording this game. As it turns out that the build they play are the mock-up version. As far as I know, this build is the first build, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. And how about we pick one of the YouTubers' video, since the build is gone or deleted? Well, here we are, folks, the game itself. So what can we receive from this build? First, this unique main menu animation with progress number in it. Okay, and now let's see the game. As you can see now, we got some visual novel conversation here and quite a few of testing area level. In fact, I believe this is one of Cocoon headquarters. But what is Cocoon? Later. In this game, you play as Ellen, a 215 type 00. Ellen is the main character of Pale Blue. You take on the character of Ellen, a monster with different logic and moral code from humans. Also, like say, mutant. But this is a lie, as the origin story of her is Ellen just random civilians that get caught and turn into mutant, basically lab rat experiment. And this guy named just Professor, literally his name, one of three Ellen friends in one of the artwork, the one responsible for all of this chaos. He and the cocoon evil overlord known as Tesla will use any means necessary in order to achieve their vision of utopia. He represents the role of a human who has lost his hope for mankind, having lost everything in his life due to incessant warfare among humans. The professor left his life as he knew it and joined Cocoon. He joined in order to burn down this world and create an entirely new world. A fresh start, or should I say, a total annihilation. And this is the look of this guy, Cocoon. Pretty design indeed. Just them. There are other mutants such as Lynn, who never appear, just mentioned. Tammy the Green Snake and Frey the Coffin Knight are Ellen friends who sadly never playable, only appear as mentioned. Well, that's over, and now the gameplay. Well, first there is a problem. Here is this screen. You cannot move or do anything because it turns out this is view control screen and you need to press tab to close it, which is cumbersome indeed. After that, you can move Ellen freely and do things such as basic like and heavy attack, running fast, jumping like Sonic, wall climbing, turn into big monster, and my favorite, cannibalism. And yes, I am not kidding, because Ellen was one human got turned into mutant, and those humans literally called edible citizen, aka human ration. So that's Ellen. So what you gonna do in here? You need to follow professor instructions such as interacting with buttons, door, and obstacles to progress the area. Then, her fighting ability. And look at that! Mindless punching bag and Coffin Knight will be a little threat, as they can stun lock you if you don't block with your fist. As far as I know, this robot and Coffin Knight are cocoon soldiers, and they are just replaceable cannon fodder as such if they are dead and useless. And now we got puzzle. But you wonder how to solve this one. Guess what? You're supposed to destroy this glass with heavy attack. No hint, no peculiar object as highlight, nothing. You gotta start to make random background to find it was breakable object and get the key. Don't worry, as they are easy to defeat, and also this edible citizen as they can be attacked but cannot fight back. But be careful as they got decimated with one hit and got half body obliterated. So be careful if you find one and your health is low. After that, we got this moment that Professor tells Ellen to defeat all enemies before time runs out and escape to survive. As far as I know, there is a bug in this area that can make Ellen or enemies stuck behind wall. So don't fight them near a wall or you must press F12 to restore the current area. Until we met this robot and we are tasked to defeat it, and Ellen turned into big monster. But alas, they tease us with to be continued. Very sucks. As far as I know, this build is kind of polished. Sure, there is some janky moment, but I allow it. And I think that is. But I'm not sure. March, am I forgetting something? Wait, what? There is other version that different from each other and you call that inconsistent? Show me. Oh, oh, I see. There is other version. You're right. Well, we can ignore it, and you know it. Well, it turns out there is other version, but as I know, some are backers exclusive, so they are locked behind paywall. But the most important, shout out to Xrain and 4 and File File 26 to record this version, and so let's watch it. First, let's watch the Xrain version that I call it the jankiest version. The main menu seems the same except different approach. The game, for starter, this game throw you instantly without anything. No conversation, no tutorial, nothing. You need to check it by pressing ESC and voila, there is your instruction to control Ellen and survive this build. Well, the area in this level is fine and actually quite cool and simple. Finally, but there is a catch. They removed the wall climbing from previous version ability, which is useless in this build. As you know, there is some change in this version that give me some things. And that is first, what happened to the UI? They changed it from the mockup version to this. Why they suddenly change it? I don't know. Also, Ellen too, she looks simplistic, I guess. And then second, there is new enemy and oh boy, you are not gonna like it. The mockup version has basic coffin knife and punching bag, but they are just cocoon replaceable grunt that can be created anytime. But in this build, enemies are cocoon nemesis. Also, I say the government and superheroes. I can find one. But we got these guys, and these are real people that fight us. And yes, we are the villain protagonists in this game, and we fight mankind to make them extinct to yet cocoon utopia. And I say they are human beings? Yes, indeed. And if Helen health is low, she can eat them. But there is a catch. To do this, she must weaken the enemy first until these signs show up. And then you must close next to them and aid them. And yes, it's still brutal. And then we got this shield enemy, which is easy to fight. Just use if you attack repeatedly to destroy their shield and defeat them. And also eat them as well. And then finally, there is this big robot. And let me tell you, this robot is cheating compared to mock-up version, who's weak and too fragile. This hunk of metal regenerates shield infinitely and periodically. And also, they're the tankiest enemy in this version, and fight it like a train. So be careful, as the easiest way to deal with them is to use heavy attack, run and avoid greedily attack them. And the third, they add special attack. Awesome, and finally, as far as I know, you can use special attacks such as tentacle attack, laser beam, and I think volcano sword. And the best of all, they finally can turn into big monster and decimate everyone. But still, her attack in this form is janky, as some attacks are not registered correctly, such as attacking big robots. Such an issue, but still pretty rare. And then the other things. Bugs, there is hitbox, movement, UI, such helper can be inconsistent. And sometimes special power is disabled out of nowhere. Yes, the game can disable alien power including transformation, which is bummer. Other feature, how about lift that allow you to change area of this level? Pretty cool. They are LG, Bay 1, Bay 2, and importantly, B3, which you must choose to finish the game. But some places are buggy, and one time in B2, I got soft lock because one enemy just running away, cannot attack or be attacked, also invincible. So be careful or choose restart option in post menu. Also, we got kill count for reason, receive item, but gain nothing. Great, which is okay, and boss fight, but it just big robot again, which is just pure pain, and there are three of them. Good, and well, that is the excellent version. Overall, fine, but janky, but promising. And now we move to 4 and 5 version, which is almost complete game and kind of polished. But remember, game, not built, as the developer never finished the game. So let's see what this build got. For start, this is pretty main menu that also comes from the end of X-Men version, which is the backward image. And let's see the game. First, there is the visual novel conversation again, but with different gesture and emotion, which is cool. Oh yeah, by the way, in this version, in this build, every level is tutorial. Professor always giving you instruction of what to do, even the level aware of it, and that's okay. Enemy in this game are once again the government and robots, but this time it's standalone enemy, and they are different from X-Men build. Their armor, their weapon, their type, and some robots have many type and function, which is good things to prevent bad repetition of enemy and give player different approach on how to deal with them. But this game is not even hard and gives you many opportunities, such as these soldiers still can be eaten, and the rules are the same as X-Men build. Weaken them and aid them. What? Not enough punching them with light and heavy attack? Just gobble them with various combo and special attack. That's this cool move and previous build skills. Just check this out. So strong that even with set enemy animation, which is overpowered. What? Not enough too? Just use transformation again and decimate everyone with no mercy. Just like this ability which I abuse frequently. And finally, like proper level, this area consists of 10 levels and boss fight. The boss that in the artwork and screenshot from game development itself. And it was not bad boss fight at all. Just watch out for constant homing missile and reinforcement. After that boss fight, all your friends are worried about you because they jammed the communication. Professor, Hemi, and Frey. Even though they are restless monsters who want to destroy humanity, ironically, they still have empathy and love as humanity usually have. And that is the game. Overall, promising, but sadly, it never finished. Well, and that's the end of their video. March? What? I lie? No, you can be serious. Yes, yes, March, yes. I cannot do that. Yes, I lie. If you pay attention, you might notice that I'm not using any YouTuber video. In fact, I recorded it because I own this three version. But the question is, where did I get it? March, change it. So, if any link is already broken and all files is gone, where did I get all the three versions? Well, this is kind of unexpected case. In the land of China, with their rich culture, they like this game and make forum on Tieba Baidu. Forum with many posts that I have to search every single one of them just because I'm curious. And then they posted all three versions on Tieba Baidu, including Sin Lair aka Muklis Noor, drawing portfolio, and his small comic. But there is a problem. In Baidu, you cannot download it as it needs to register Chinese phone number. Or worse, your phone number. That I refuse, as CCP might try to gain any information from my number. But there is a way to download it. Well, how about Baidu downloader in Reddit? Yes, it's the only way, and I have to go to there asking nicely and begging and hope someone can help me. Fortunately, a user named Yuki helped me recover this file for me, and it took 1 full week patiently as author waiting on the list. But sadly, her account is deleted. Shout out to Yuki for helping me out. Thanks, Yuki. You are the real MVP. So, this is the end. What is going on with the game? Well, it never finished. The team disbanded, some backer asking if the game can be ported or perhaps being remastered by fan project. Some idea never realized, and most importantly, it kind of forgotten from time to time. It was sad experience that the developer tried their best to deliver this work, but alas, they underestimated. The project is too much and they are overwhelmed. But since I got this game and saw miscellaneous that is similar works, I think I must share it for you. The link to download all files related to this video can be found in the description. You're welcome and enjoy. And that's the end. Well, that was exhausting, but thank you for watching. And as always, hope you all have a good day. Cheers, and thank you again. Ciao.